just a long, make the video a little bit longer. Hang time making it. I'm gonna let people come in first, but I gotta tell y'all what happened at the barbershop. Let people. Yeah, turn it on. You want that fan on a little bit? Yeah, you have to turn the light on. Turn the light on. Then you can turn the light off. There you go. And then hit that fan. Is it good? Oh my God. Yep. I'm gonna let y'all come in.
I'm only gonna let it go for 2 seconds and she's gonna stop it. You know the air not on here, right?
It's on 75. That's pretty good. It's pixelated. You still pixelated? Let me know. How's it looking now, Alyssa? Is it pixelated still? What up, Adam? I got a story to tell y'all. Let me know if we're pixelated. It's worse? God. A little worse? Let me know if it's getting better.
This doesn't have to be, this place don't have to be reception. You're gonna have to move in there. No. Because it might be your place on the morning.
Yeah.
If you're going in here.
Yeah, I know. No, you good.
You wanna go in there?
I mean, it just all depends. Y'all let me know how we look.
I'm telling you. It's not good reception here.
I mean, we can if you want to.
It's because of my open space.
How we looking, Alyssa? Before I start talking. Before I start talking, I just want to know. A little bit. A little nap. Hey. Little blueberry. What's up? Let me know how we looking. Is everything clear or are we pixelated? Because I want to let y'all know about this story that happened at the barbershop yesterday. And this is definitely a kind of a horror story. So let me know how we looking before I start. Let me know, chat. Can you see me clear? Can you see me clear? Alyssa said that we was pixelated. Before I start, can you see me clear? Please let me know. Let me know. All right, well, since nobody's saying anything, we want to go in there? All right, we about to change locations real quick, just in case. What's here? Right here? Right here? All right.
Like right here.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so this is what happened yesterday at the barbershop. While I was at the barbershop, I was cutting one of my clients at the barbershop yesterday, and he has folliculitis. All right, and if you don't know what folliculitis is, it's a fungal that's embedded in your scalp, and it makes your scalp pretty much, it's almost like a cauliflower effect in your scalp. It bubbles up. Sometimes the fungal is full with pus, a lot of pus. And you have to be very careful whenever you're cutting these type of clients' hairs, because not only their scalp is very sensitive, those bumps that's in their head is extremely sensitive. They're not tumors, but they kinda are to an extent. So my client, I don't want to call out his name because, he might not want to, the world to know his name. But he has a fro, and he wanted to he didn't want it curly this time. He just wanted it neat. He had a family reunion. So he came, everything was good. We was chopping it up and everything. And he's a new client. This is his second time coming. But he feels so comfortable with me cutting his hair. He liked the end result. And I was doing everything that I was doing last time, except I wasn't paying full attention. And that's something that you have to do, especially if you're a barber and you in this field doing hair. You have to pay attention to people, their scalp, their mannerisms, their movements. You have to. Your life is in their hands. You're playing with their head, guys, and it's sensitive. So anyway, make a long story short, we're talking, and I'm picking his hair. Now I'm picking his hair with a metal pick, and I shouldn't have been picking it with a metal pick. It should have been a plastic pick with the rubber ends at it, because that's just a safety precaution. And I'm picking his hair, and all of a sudden I'm talking to him, and I poke a hole into one of those folliculitis bumps. The end of the metal from the pick pierced that bump, one of his bumps, in the middle of his head, and he starts gushing blood. And when I tell you, I've never seen this much blood a day in my life, guys. So I warmed up a hot, warm towel like I was taught in school, and I pressed it against his head for about a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. I warmed up the towel again. I pressed it against his head again just to get some of the blood off. But when I tell you, my whole towel, and I gotta throw that towel away. It's just, I should have been thrown away.
And the pig.
Yeah, and the pig. Man, when I tell you just full of blood, it was just full of blood, guys. And I was just so, first of all, I was upset with myself. He wasn't that upset with me. He was hurt, because it definitely was tender. I asked him to give me, to rate the pain from 1 to 10, and he told me it was a 3. But I know he was probably being modest. Guys, I've never seen that much blood a day in my life, guys. When I tell you the middle of his scalp was just bleeding. And I looked at the cloth, and all I could see with the cloth was just straight red. It was just, ain't gonna lie, it touched me, and I felt so bad. And this whole entire last night, this morning, I've been thinking about it. So I told myself, whenever he does come back for a haircut, haircuts want to be on me. He gets a free service. And, the thing is, it's like, when it's your fault, you have to take accountability. It doesn't matter how many times you apologize to a person. Like, you have to be accountable for your actions.
But also, you have to know that that is a possibility that would happen whether you were careful or not.
Facts.
If you were paying fully attention, if you were the most careful, that still could happen, because that is a skin disorder. Yeah. That if that person is not or does not have a regimen at home and not doing anything about it at home, something is bound to happen whenever that person gets in the chair. Yeah. So you could have been the most careful ever, and it still could have happened, and it wouldn't have been your fault.
Thanks.
It's the fact that he has a disorder that needs special treatment, and he either doesn't know, doesn't care, or hasn't gotten that treatment that he needs. So you gotta look at it in different perspectives, like not just that it's your fault. Yeah, you could have been paying more attention, and it'll teach you for next time. But at the same time, what if you were paying the most attention and it still happened?
Yeah, you're right. Never thought about it that way. But yeah, guys, I'm not even gonna lie. That right there, I'm not gonna say it scared me, because it didn't scare me because he didn't faint or anything like that. But anytime you're dealing with your scalp, a person's head, you do have to take all of those precautionary steps and measures into consideration, because you never know. Just like my sister said, you never know.
But another sign to tell you that this probably happens to him often by himself, whether he's at another barber or not, but when he's home, another sign is you asked him if he was okay, and he said his pain level was on a 3 from a 10.
Mm-hmm.
If that much blood came out,
Yeah.
then it should have been higher. Than that means that at home, that happens to him quite often.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta look at that too. There's telltale signs. I'm used to it because that's what I did, right? Was specifically work on people with scalp disorders or hair loss. But even just as a barber or cosmetologist, stylist, braider, whatever, like you gotta think about those things too. That's why it's also important to get those continuing education classes on things that you're not specialized in, but somebody's gonna come in your chair one day and they're gonna have some type of issue that you'll need basic knowledge in.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely right. Baron, appreciate the compliment. Nice braids. That's my sister. She's doing my cornrows. She's freshening me up. She did my cornrows on Tuesday. Now, in all actuality, yo, she did a great job the first time. It's just the things that I do. I'm constantly working out, so I'm constantly sweating. So this happens quite frequently. Um, this is not the go-to style that I'm going to be having majority of the time, but I am rocking this style until my hair gets long enough so I can do the double strands. Once I do the double strands, I feel like I'll be in a better space. But regardless, like the sweat just makes the maintenance a little bit more. I gotta do more maintenance with my hair, regardless. But yeah, guys, that's the so-called horror story that happened with me yesterday, and it happened around like I want to say about 12:30 because he came in at 12 o'clock, and he was going to a family reunion. You know, his brother came in on Thursday. His father came in on Thursday. He was supposed to come in on Friday, but he got busy at work. He works close by, but he got busy, and yeah, he stepped in the chair. We was having a great conversation. A great conversation, and all of a sudden, ow, and I felt it too. You know, I felt it too.
And that one was probably one that was building up over time.
Yeah.
And he may have been picking at it. I'm not trying to give you no relief
Yeah,
or make you feel bad, but better. But that's just like he probably was picking at that or something was going on, and so I would say, oh Lord, you see that little thing poking out. But I would say like next time, give him a little consultation before you do it. Ask him, how is your head, how's your scalp feeling? Have you had any tenderness in the last whatever? Is there any point in your head that's bothering you the most? That way you just know and or expect something that could possibly happen. Not from your own accord, but just, having that info.
They going off subject now.
Alright, that should hold you way much tighter.
Oh, yeah, I definitely feel that. Yeah, feel better. Who would win in a 1v1, LeBron or Steph Curry? I really don't know. I don't really ever see LeBron doing a 1 versus 1, to be honest with you. Now, Steph Curry, yeah, he's one of the greatest shooters that's ever graced the NBA, period. Especially his accuracy, Philip, man, I'm on, okay? All right? So, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like, I'm kind of ignoring that, I'm ignoring that. But as far as just LeBron and Steph, I would just go with Steph only because, his shooting, and the dribbles as well. But we're gonna see. We definitely will see. Once LeBron retires, we're gonna see will he do any 1v1s. If he'll do the big three, which I doubt it. Yeah, we're gonna see it. Yeah, fair enough, right? Fair enough. But it's football season, guys. That's what I just finished talking about on my other channel. Football season is amongst us. It's amongst us, guys. We're here. All right. We are definitely here. Football is amongst us. My sister just freshened up my braids. Everything look good. Like I say, man, I literally work out every single day, so it's going to, my hair is going to sweat. My hair is going to loosen over time. That's just what it is. You know. Anybody got any questions though? It's been 15 minutes. We about to get off live. Okay. I just wanted to share that story with y'all, okay? All right. Make sure you like, share, subscribe so you can stay notified. You want to say something to the people? You don't? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, like I said, my sister, she just finished doing my hair. Y'all just now tuning in. I want y'all to rewind the story back so you can check out that story I just finished talking about. It's like a horror story, but it's real life, real time. You know? Yep. Jose. Like I said, we about to leave. I got more things I got to do today. The day is still young. We still got a little bit more time in. Yeah. We do. But all right, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, if you're new to this, go ahead and like, share, subscribe so you can stay notified. Until the next time, stay blessed, stay focused, and I'm out.